1 second, you could lose everything. Imagine all your secrets, your photos, your accounts, your banking transactions in the hands of a stranger, using them in your name, and you are unable to do anything. Your friends are calling you, surprised by messages sent to them asking them for money. Your data has become a commodity being sold on the dark web. In 2025, identity theft crimes increased by more than 30%, and the global cost exceeded $10 billion. Not just numbers, these are actually people whose lives were destroyed, their bank accounts were frozen, their work was affected, and they were subjected to blackmail due to the leaking of their medical and personal information. And the biggest example? The National Public Data Leak that exposed more than 2.9 billion records in 2024, a disaster the world is still paying the price for until today. And that is because data leaking isn't the end of the story. It is the first door that opens to bigger crimes, blackmail, fraud, and cyber attacks directed against you personally. Let's start from the beginning. So if you don't know what the dark web means, the dark web is like the secret underground room in the old house. You won't find it if you don't know the right way. And the dark web is a part of the internet that doesn't appear on Google or Facebook, and you reach it through special programs like Tor. And if you don't know, the internet is divided into 3 layers: the surface web, the deep web, and the dark web. And the surface web, these are Google, Facebook, and YouTube pages, and anything you can find with a normal search. As for the deep web, here are the databases and private records like records of banks, hospitals, and others. And of course, they are not available to the public, while the dark web needs special programs like Tor to reach it. And the world here is completely different. No laws, no police, and everything is with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So no one knows who bought or sold. And this is what makes it a perfect place for people who want to sell your personal data, which is like gold for hackers. And the dark web is much bigger than this. We could dedicate a separate episode to it if you like. But how exactly does your data reach there? But be honest with me first. How many applications are open right now on your mobile? Talabat, Uber Eats, a banking app, or even a simple app for booking or delivery? What no one says is that some of these applications are not as innocent as they appear. You agree to these long terms without reading them, right? But what happens behind the scenes is that they collect everything about you. Your location, your buying habits, your mobile type, even the times of your presence at home. And the result? Your data that you enter in a food or delivery app, you might find it after a few months being sold on the dark web. In February 2025, thousands of users reported that security applications were saying their accounts were leaked on the dark web, and the name that was repeated at the time, it was Talabat. And at the time, personal data like names, mobile numbers, and delivery addresses were among the leak. But the company denied completely and said everything is fine. Despite that, the state of Qatar suspended the Talabat service for a whole week in September 2025 due to violations related to consumer protection. And this surely opened the door to doubt. And this isn't the first application, because in September 2024 at Uber Eats, a hacker named 888 sold about 283,000 records of customer data on dark web forums containing names, addresses, and payment details. This is besides another leak that was in 2023 that included drivers' data and is still available for sale until today. Okay, let me tell you now that this information of yours could be auctioned on the dark web if you are an important person. On the dark web, the process is not random as people think. This is organized trade. Literally, it became a supermarket for cybercrime. You enter the market and find ratings for sellers, reviews from buyers, delivery services, and even discount offers on the merchandise, which is our data. There are famous markets like Dread, which were in the past primitive like a dark alley. But in 2025, they became more advanced in terms of design and technical support, and even chatbots to help you choose the type of data you need. For example, your full name, your address, your social security number, your birth date, your email, and your password. All of this is sold for $15 only. But if you need an American driver's license, its price is about $150, and a passport, $50 only. As for if we entered into bank accounts, the price ranges from $30 up to more than $4,000 depending on the account balance. And the disaster is that medical records became even more expensive, reaching $500 because they contain your health history, which they can use in medical fraud or blackmail. And if you thought that the only ones buying are hackers, you are wrong. This market opened the door for anyone with a bad intention or even stupid curiosity. There are women looking for easy money and buying data to do simple scams on their acquaintances, and there is a corrupt employee buying records to steal from the company's treasury, and there are organized gangs buying large quantities and distributing them as if they were wholesale merchandise. And these aren't my words, because real leaks prove this, like what happened in some Asian banks from which data of millions of users was leaked, and also leaks in large trading platforms like Gemini and Binance that made users' data available to anyone paying, even if it was a nominal amount. Even in Pakistan, the Telecommunication Authority, PTA, confirmed the existence of leaks for SIM and CNIC data, which is the national ID ID card and also travel dates for thousands of people. And the question is, how do you protect yourself and your data? First thing you do, don't use the same password everywhere, meaning make every account have a strong, long password containing numbers, symbols, and uppercase and lowercase letters, and use a password manager like Bitwarden if it's hard to remember them all. Second thing, enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, meaning even if someone stole the password, they won't be able to enter except with the code that comes to you only. Use applications like Google Authenticator or Authy, and don't settle for an SMS message because it is easier to hack. Third thing, monitor your leaks yourself, meaning enter the site, have I been pwned, and write your email, and it will tell you if your data was leaked in any breach on the internet or even on the dark web. And if you actually turn out to be among the leaks, change the password immediately. Fourth point, be cautious of links, meaning don't open any link you are not sure of, even if it comes from a person you know. Their account might also be hacked. Fifth thing, use a respectable VPN, not the free one, because the VPN hides your IP address and makes it hard for anyone to track you or collect data about you. And finally, if at any moment you suspected that you were subjected to a hack, do not delay for a moment. Change all passwords immediately and contact the bank or any entity that could affect you negatively. Speed here is not a luxury. Speed is the difference between protecting yourself and losing your data. And finally, tell me your opinion in the video and tell me your suggestions for topics we could talk about. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.